Good morning, students. Let us start today's online class. Today I am going to start English reader because this is the turn of reader. And in previous lecture already we have studied about the great stone face, first chapter number 9, and today I am going to take here. Yesterday or in previous lecture we have explained here page number 125 and few paras of page number 126, and today I am taking the page number 126, para number 3rd, because till para number 2nd already we had studied, and third I am taking, so you have to take properly because I am taking this one. Number para 3rd is, and Ernest never forgot the story that his mother told him. Means Ernest had never forgot the story that his mother told him about the great stone face. It was always in his mind whenever he looked upon the great stone face. When he always looked upon the great stone face, that story comes in the mind of Ernest always, and he spent his childhood in the log cottage where he was born. And students, Ernest did not move from the valley, and he passed his childhood in the log cottage where he was born, was dutiful to his mother and helpful to her in many things. And Ernest was a dutiful child for to his mother, and he was helping in many things while he was living with his mother, assisting her much with his little hands and more with his loving heart. And he was always helping to his mother in the household works, and his hands were very small, but he was loving, because of loving her his mother, so he was helping always with the small things. In this manner, from a happy yet often pensive child, he grew up to be a mild and quiet youth. And in this way, in this manner, from a happy and from the happy childhood, yet often pensive child, pensive means thoughtful child, he grew with the mild and kind nature as a quiet youth, means as an adult. Next per I am taking, Ernest had no teacher, but the great stone face became one of him. Actually, Ernest was having no teacher to teach in the valley, but the great stone face became his own teacher, and great stone face played an important role to teach him. When the work of the day was over, he would gaze at it for hours. Means so when Ernest finished the day work, and he always gazed means looked at the great stone for at it for hours. Hours means for 1 hour, 2 hours, like this, until he began to imagine that those vast features recognized him, and after until he began to think, he began to imagine that the great stone face had recognized him and gave him a smile of kindness and encouragement. And until he felt that the great stone face had given a smile and of kindness and encouragement, till he continuously looked at the great stone face. Next para I am taking, children. Para number 3rd is here. About this time, there went a rumor throughout the valley that the great man who was to bear a resemblance to the great stone face had appeared at last. And in the same time, there was a rumor. Rumor means, children, afwah. We say this one. It was spread throughout the valley. Means where the Ernest was living. This rumor had spread throughout the valley that the man who wear a resemblance of the great stone face was found and last, means had appeared at last, means it was the thought of the it was the thinking of the Ernest that according the prophecy which was told by his mother, that one day the great stone face resembling face surely would appear. He was thinking like it, so he also heard that the man had appeared there which had already been seen. It seems that many years before, a young man had left the valley and settled at a distant seaport. Means seemed, it was also confirmed that many years before, a young man from the valley had left the valley and settled in a distant seaport. Means he was settled there for the business purpose. So what happened there? In the valley gather gold. What is his name? His name was a gather gold. What is his name? Gather gold. Which was his name? Had set up as a shopkeeper, and he had settled himself as a shopkeeper and being sharp in business matters, and then he became a sharp businessman, and he had improved very nicely in a business. So what happened there? Students, had become so very rich that it would have been taken him to 100 years, and for getting the lot of money, he became the successful businessman, and he had earned a lot of money, and it had taken long period of time to become a rich man. Students, when 100 years only to count his wealth, and he had earned a lot of money which he could not count because it was too much money. So for counting that money, he required hundreds of years to count that money, as much money he had earned there. In time he thought of his native valley. Why? In the time when he thought about the native valley and he wanted to return back and decided to go back there, the end his days where he had been born, and in the end of the days, he wanted to pass in the valley where he was born. So he decided to go back and wanted to pass the time. Ernest, next pair I'm taking, children. Ernest had been deeply steered by the idea that the great man, the noble man, and the man of prophecy, after so many ages of delay, was at length to be seen in his native valley. Ernest had been deeply steered. Steered means moved. Ernest was very happy because he was inspired. He was inspired by the prophecy that the day would come, surely would come, and he would be the seen person who could see that man whose means great man, the noble man, and the man of the prophecy. After so many years, so many ages of delay, so many years already had been passed, so he was very excited to see that because it was not for distance, and it was the valley where he could see before its life. While the boy was still gazing up the valley one day and imagining that the great stone face returned his gaze, Means one day while the Ernest was looking at the great stone face, and he was imagining that the great stone face resembled person had come to that valley. The noise of wheels was heard, and he had heard the noise of the wheel. What? Why? And a crowd of people cried, and in the same time, the crowd of people also cried and ran towards to see what is coming. Here comes the great stone, the Mr. Gather Gold. And the people were also standing beside the road, and they were shouting, they were crying that the great man Mr. Gather Gold had come to the valley. They were shouting there. Students, a carriage drawn by four horses dashed round the turn of the road. Within it, thrust partly out of the window, appeared the face of an old man with yellow skin. In the carriage was drawn by four horses, dashed round while it was there was a turn and a turn of the road, and carriage dashed, and within it thrust partly out of the window, and through the power there is a little bit window open, and in this window, through this window, the great man's face appeared, and its yellow skinned face appeared there. The very images, the very image of the great stone face shouted the people, and the people started shouting that the great stone face resembled person had come. Sure enough, it was sure. The old prophecy is true. Now the old prophecy became a true here, and they could see the old person, the great person, a noble person. Here we have the great man at last, and they started shouting that they had the great man in the valley. And what greatly puzzled Ernest, but the Ernest was puzzled there. They seemed actually to believe that here was the likeness, and he was started thinking that whatever they had seen, they believed. But what is their likeness with the stone face which they spoke of, and whatever they are speaking, is that like? He turned away sadly from the wrinkled shrewdness of that unpleasant face, and very soon Ernest turned away very sadly, and turned away from the shrewdness or that wrinkled person's very unpleasantly and unpleasant face, and gazed up the valley. And again he started looking at the valley, at the great stone face, where the stone face seemed to say, where the great stone face appeared to say, seemed to Ernest to say that he will come, fear not, Ernest, the man will come. And he realized that surely the great stone face was saying that fear not, he, the great noble person, the great man, surely would come in future. Students, I am taking only till here today, and next day I will start here next part. Till then, goodbye.